glad that I have put progressive lenses into them. Before I used to have the trifocal. But since the company that I ordered the glasses from does not do bifocals or trifocals, I opted to go with them and have the progressive lenses. Now, what the progressive lens does, from what I can see from yesterday and today, that it forces me to focus in a certain way on any object. Because the left or the right, the up and the down become blurry, so I have to focus my attention, my eyesight, on one spot. And that makes it very clear. And if my eye goes to the left or the right, it becomes blurry. So this will be an adjustment for me. So instead of moving my eyes back and forth or up and down, I'm going to have to learn how to move my head back and forth and up and down. We take for granted our eyesight. We take for granted the fact that we are able to see the beauty of color, the beauty of images, the beauty of faces, even if they are wearing masks. The beauty before us becomes real because of our eyesight. And the minute our eyesight begins to wane, we begin to think about what is happening with my eyesight. Now, we know that temporarily our eyesight, or perhaps for forever, for as long as we are living, our eyesight will change. And hopefully it will stabilize. But as we get older, we begin to realize that there are more things to the eyesight than just the ability to focus or the ability to see color or to see images or to see clearly the face of the people around us, even our loved ones. And so we come to realize that eyesight is not just important, it is a way of life for us. Our eyesight opens up so many windows and so many doors in our life that we really never give thought to. St. John Damascus says the following about secret things that might be revealed. He says, all images reveal and make perceptible those things which are hidden. For example, a man does not have immediate knowledge of invisible things, since the soul is veiled by the body. Nor can a man have immediate knowledge of things which are distant from each other or separated by place, because he himself is limited by place and time. Therefore, the icon was devised that he might advance in knowledge, and that secret things might be revealed and made perceptible. Therefore, icons are a source of profit, help, and salvation for all, since they make things so obviously manifest, enabling us to perceive hidden things. Thus, we are encouraged to desire and imitate what is good, and to shun and hate what is evil. In today's Matin Gospel, we learn that Christ appeared right after his resurrection to Mary Magdalene. And then he appeared to two men walking on a road in the country. And then he appeared to the 11 disciples. Now, if we think about the word appear, it doesn't mean that he slowly came upon, or we watched him walk from a distance. Appear has the meaning that all of a sudden he is there. One moment he wasn't there, and the next moment he was there. His appearance was immediate, but his absence was not recognized until he appeared. And so we come to understand in the gospel that Christ simply just was there in that moment. He didn't walk through the doors. He didn't knock at the door. He didn't pass through the pathway. He just appeared. Our eyesight, their ability to see the Lord was a spiritual gift. Because it says to us that he presented himself, he appeared in a different form at different times. They weren't able to recognize him at first. We learn that in the gospel as well. They didn't recognize, Mary Magdalene did not recognize him in the garden, and the two men did not recognize him on the road in the country. His appearance, in some way, was altered to the point where they did not know who he was. Such is physical eyesight. But then when he spoke to them, something else became evident. Something not visible to them, but something that was spiritual. Something that spoke not through their eyesight, but through their heart. The gospel passage tells us today that the eye is the lamp to the soul. It is not the vision to the soul, it is the lamp. And what does a lamp do? It shines light. Our eyes allow us to see light. Yes, light is very important. If we don't have enough light, we can't see anything. But that is not only for physical purposes, it is also for the spiritual. If our spiritual eyesight has been dimmed, has been thwarted, has in some way been altered, is it possible for us to even perceive the presence of God in our life, to perceive his presence here? And so it is not that we have five senses, we have a sixth sense. We have a spiritual sense that cannot be touched or felt or explained. St. Paul says to us, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the essence of things not seen. And so our physical sight, although a great gift, opens our understanding to a more important gift, and that is our spiritual sight, which is the light of Christ. May that light be strong in our life. May our eyesight spiritually be so strong that his light manifests itself in so many different ways. May it not just be in the colors that we see and the faces that we recognize, but may it be more importantly in perceiving his presence in our life spiritually. That when we pray in faith, we are assured that he is with us and that he grants us not just the gift of visual sight, but most importantly, the gift of spiritual sight. The psalmist in Psalm 37 tells us, my strength is waning, and even the very light of my eyes is failing me. May the very light of Christ not fail us. May it continue to burn brightly in our life, so that our eyes are not only a physical lamp to the body, but a spiritual lamp to the soul. Amen.
Metaphor pistos qui agapis proserthete, with the fear of God, with faith and with love draw near. So sonotheos telansu kevlogi sonding glider lamiansu. O God, save your people and bless your inheritance.
We have seen the true light, we have received the heavenly Spirit. we affirm the true faith, worshipping the undivided Trinity.